Rejection, personally. Yeah, I guess I did anyway.
Yeah.
And used it as a healthy chip on my shoulder, to motivate myself to continue to, work hard and kind of stay locked in.
Lori and Marjorie are seriously losing it right now. After Michael B. Jordan straight up ignored every single attempt Lori made to congratulate him on his Oscar win, things got messy fast. Yes, you heard that right. She actually left her boyfriend Damson just to reach out and hype up her ex for winning an Oscar.
It kind of fortified this belief of what's for me is for me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take my blessings away from me, and I can't take anything away from anybody else. So there was this kind of firm belief that I was walking this path and I had a purpose, and didn't know exactly where I was going to end up or what exactly that might have been, but that I was on the right path, and I needed to continue to work hard to continue to do that. At that age, you take rejection, personally.
That move alone raised eyebrows everywhere. She really believed Michael was still stuck on her, like he was waiting around. But the truth hit hard. He had already moved on without looking back, and it gets even wilder. Marjorie is spiraling too, which is ironic because she was the same one throwing slick comments about him before. She was out here criticizing his relationship with Lori, calling it all kinds of things and acting like it was never solid. She even pulled in her best friend Lisa Ray to push that narrative, claiming Michael only dates white women when that wasn't even the real reason behind the breakup. That story had holes all through it. Now here's where it gets real.
Well, little lady, I can't believe, we're getting ready to leave.
You're gonna miss me?
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you big time.
The funny thing about being a mother, they never stop being your baby. And it's a time that you have to kick them out the nest, their wings work, but still as a mom, you still worry about them.
These rumors started blowing up after someone close to Lori and Marjorie spilled to the blogs that Lori allegedly tried to reconnect with Michael after his big Oscar win. Supposedly, she's been feeling regret about choosing Damson, and Marjorie pushed her to reach out. But Michael, he wasn't entertaining any of it. No replies, no callbacks, nothing. He completely ignored her, and that silence hit loud. People are saying he blocked her, deleted the number, and stayed focused on his win like none of that ever mattered. Healing on his own looks good on him, no question. If she walked away, then she should stay gone. Simple as that. Now it's obvious why she's circling back. He's shining brighter than ever, and suddenly she wants attention again. A weak man might have jumped at that call, feeling flattered and desperate to reconnect. But Michael didn't fold like that. And honestly, can anyone blame him? He was serious about her at one point, ready to take things all the way to marriage. And she turned it down, saying she wasn't ready for that kind of commitment. That right there is what broke everything apart in the first place. But it didn't stop there. It actually got worse.
Dad and I are so proud of you, though.
Really?
Man, we were talking about it the other day. Going off to school, it's a lot of responsibility.
We're not gonna, go crazy and just make all these bad decisions just because we can, We're still gonna be responsible.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear.
All right.
Over the years, she's taught me so much, and I know sometimes she felt like she was talking to a wall, but I definitely absorbed everything that she said, so I'll always make smart decisions.
Her team allegedly leaked news of the breakup while Michael was sitting at a basketball game just so cameras could catch his reaction in real time. That's cold. Everyone saw those viral clips. Michael sitting there, head down, clearly going through it. Instead of showing empathy, people turned him into a meme. Meanwhile, Lori was getting praise like she pulled off some master move, and that only made things messier. Then came the rumors. Lori and Marjorie reportedly started pushing this story that he left her for his white ex-girlfriend, trying to flip public opinion against him. The goal? To shake the support he had and turn people against him. They even claimed he was cheating the whole time and only dating Lori to create a certain image. That narrative spread fast, and it wasn't sluche, it was calculated. And remember that part about Marjorie bringing Lisa Ray into it? That wasn't random talk. That connection played a real role in pushing this whole storyline. Now listen to what Lisa had to say, because this added even more heat to the situation. Marjorie didn't stay quiet either. She threw her own shade by reposting a clip of Jennifer Lewis saying, "If you sit in it for too long, it stops smelling. So come out of there."
So how are we gonna handle that? Okay, no athletes, no rappers. We're gonna go down the list.
When it comes to dating, my mom has nothing to worry about. I got this.
Don't ever try to fit in when God has clearly created you to stand out. Always be a lady. And understand, you are the prize. Don't give yourself to anybody that is not going to be your husband. If they love you, if they really care about you, they'll wait on you.
That message wasn't random. It felt targeted, and people definitely picked up on it. But the shade didn't stop there. Not even close. Lori decided to be way more direct with her moves. One of the first things she did was post a photo on her IG story showing a license plate that read, "Dump him." That alone had people talking like crazy. Then she took it even further with an interview that had a slick tone all through it. She basically hinted that her relationship with Michael didn't work because he didn't meet her standards. That comment raised a lot of eyebrows, and people weren't just going to let that slide. Now let's be real for a second. When you look at her dating history, that standards comment didn't land the way she probably expected. Michael has been seen by many as one of the most solid and respectful people she's been with. And right behind him, people often mention Damson. Even Steve Harvey seemed to recognize that. While they were together, he constantly spoke highly of Michael and how he treated Lori and the whole family. That wasn't just talk, that was consistent praise. And here's what really stands out. Even after the breakup, Steve didn't rush to cut Michael off. It reportedly took pressure from Lori for him to finally distance himself. Meanwhile, with all the shade flying from Lori and Marjorie, Steve stayed out of it. He didn't pile on, didn't add to the noise, because deep down, it looked like he believed.
Steve and I have been drilling this into our daughters for forever. You always carry yourself like a lady. Being a lady never goes out of style.
I just want to say thank you, just for being you, for always being there for me. I'm just really thankful, really grateful for everything. And I'll be home, I'm gonna visit. So don't worry, I'll be back.
Well, one thing for sure, you're gonna always be my baby.
Michael genuinely cared for his daughter. I mean, you heard Lori herself say that Michael actually listened to her. That alone says a lot. It really sounded like she wasn't getting that kind of attention from the other men she dated. And let's be honest, not everyone on her list was known for that kind of effort. Even Steve Harvey seemed to drop a few subtle messages that had people talking. He posted things like, "Love yourself, my G," and followed it up with, "Sometimes we need to thank God for what didn't happen." Those posts felt a little too specific to be random, and people quickly started connecting the dots. And remember that whole situation about him not cutting ties with Michael? That talk picked up again when the two of them were seen together at a basketball game just weeks ago. They were dapping each other up, sharing a hug, and the vibe looked genuine. You could tell there was still mutual respect there. No awkward energy at all. But here's where it gets interesting. Steve later did an interview and admitted that Lori wasn't feeling that meetup at all. She reportedly wanted him to completely distance himself from Michael, no exceptions. So while all this tension was building, Michael was watching it play out. After all the shade, the comments, and the narratives being pushed, he finally reached his limit. And instead of staying quiet, he decided it was time to respond and make things clear. During his SNL appearance, Michael didn't hold back. He casually brought up his past relationship with Lori and made it clear. Her walking away wasn't his loss. The way he said it, sharp, confident, and straight to the point. A lot of people were caught off guard because this was the first time he really spoke on it in public.
First, let me clear up two things. First of all, the baby she was playing with, that ain't her baby. That's our grandbaby. Secondly, when it comes to dating, Lori ain't got a damn thing. I handle Lori dating life. Because, look, if you come to get my daughter, I have every right to decide whether she gets in the car with you. And at 16, my daughter's not getting in the car with this boy that's 19. You can feel how you want to feel about me. You're not. Now, once again.
After all the subtle shots and indirect comments coming from Lori and Marjorie, that moment felt like a direct response. He didn't drag it out, didn't over-explain. He just made his stance known and kept it moving. Now it makes perfect sense why he's ignoring both of them. He's focused, he's winning, and he's not looking back. And honestly, it's confusing why Lori would even be upset about him not wanting to reconnect, especially now that he just secured such a major win. From his side, it looks like he's choosing peace over drama. After everything that went down, expecting him to welcome her back like nothing happened just doesn't line up. And here's the part nobody can ignore. Michael didn't just respond with words, his actions are speaking even louder. Since that Oscar win, he's been moving different. Bigger roles, stronger presence, and zero attention to any of the noise coming from the outside. Meanwhile, Lori's energy is coming off a little too reactive. From the posts to the subtle messages, it's giving the impression that she's watching his every move while he's out here leveling up without even looking back. That contrast is hard to miss. And let's talk about timing for a second. All of this popping up right when he hits a career high. That's not a coincidence people are just brushing off. It's making everything feel calculated, and the internet definitely picked up on that. At the end of the day, Michael seems locked in on one thing: growth. No messy back and forth, no public drama, just results. And that kind of silence, it hits louder than any comeback ever could. While others are busy throwing shade and reacting, he's out here building a legacy step by step. And that's a whole different level of focus. And now the conversation has completely shifted online. People aren't just talking about the past anymore. They're looking at how everything played out and picking sides fast. A lot of fans are calling out the double standard.
You raise your kids any way you want to. But my daughter ain't getting on your car at 16, so we waited till she was 18 before we allowed her to
But we did
go out.
explain to her that it wasn't that we didn't trust her.
It's we don't
said
trust
we
the
don't
damn
trust
boy.
them. We don't trust them.
They don't want but one thing, and they can't afford nothing. He ain't working, he ain't got nothing, he can't give you nothing, he can't replace nothing. He ain't got insurance.
When Michael stayed quiet, people joked and turned his pain into memes. But now that he's winning and standing firm, suddenly there's a problem with how he's moving. That switch up didn't go unnoticed. Others are pointing out how different he looks now, more focused, more confident, and way more private. It's like that whole situation pushed him to level up instead of fold under pressure. At the same time, Lori and Marjorie are still being discussed for all the shade and mixed signals. Every post, every comment, every little move is getting analyzed, and people are connecting dots quickly. But here's the real takeaway. In situations like this, actions always speak louder than words. One side is talking, reacting, and throwing little jabs, while the other side is quietly stacking wins and moving forward. And right now, it's very clear which one is making the stronger statement. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any louder, more reactions started pouring in. Blogs, commentators, and fans all jumped into the conversation, each with their own take on what really went down. Some people are saying this whole situation is a clear case of timing and ego colliding. One side thought they could spin the narrative and stay in control, while the other stayed quiet, rebuilt, and came back stronger than ever. Others are calling it a lesson in how quickly public opinion can flip. Not long ago, Michael was the one getting clowned online, and now he's being praised for staying solid, keeping his composure, and letting success do all the talking. Meanwhile, every little move from Lori and Marjorie keeps getting put under a microscope. From old interviews to recent posts, people are digging everything up and reanalyzing it with a whole new perspective. At this point, the story isn't just about a breakup anymore. It's about image, timing, and who really came out on top when everything settled. And now people are starting to ask the bigger question: what happens next? Because at this point, it's not just about what already went down, it's about how everyone moves from here. Michael looks completely locked in. No distractions, no backtracking, just staying focused on his career and keeping his circle tight. That kind of discipline is what's really setting him apart right now. On the other side, Lori's next move is being watched closely. Whether she speaks out, stays quiet, or tries to shift the narrative again, people are paying attention to every detail. And Marjorie, she's still part of the conversation too. Every post, every caption, every little hint is getting picked apart by fans who are trying to read between the lines. But here's the thing. Not every situation needs a response, and not every message needs to be explained. Sometimes the loudest statement is simply moving on and not looking back. Right now, all eyes are on what each of them does next, and one move could change the entire story all over again. Be serious for a second. If there's anyone who deserves even a little grace from Michael, it's Steve, and that's about it. Everyone else, that's a different story. One person reacted saying, "I just know when they announced Michael B. Jordan as the Oscar winner, Steve and Marjorie Harvey just looked at each other and sighed." And honestly, that paints a picture all by itself. Another comment hit even harder. Lori Harvey fumbled bad. How do you let go of a Michael B. Jordan? That question has been echoing everywhere. Now the spotlight is on the bigger issue. What do you think about Marjorie allegedly pushing Lori to reach out to Michael? And after everything that's happened, do you really see him even considering taking her back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear where you stand on this. And don't just stop there. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to see this drama unfold. And click here to check out another messy video that's got everyone talking.